Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Craig and today we're diving into one of the most interesting aspects of English grammar, conditionals. And we'll explore the four main types: zero, first, second and third conditionals. So by the end of this video you'll understand how to use them correctly and when to apply each type. So let's get started. First up is the zero conditional. We use the zero conditional to talk about facts or things that are always true. So it's typically structured like this. If plus present simple plus present simple. So for example, if you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. If you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. So, as you can see, if you heat, present simple. Yeah, you heat water to 100 degrees, it boils. Once again, the present simple. So, another example of this. If it rains, the ground gets wet. Okay. So we got the if, present simple. It rains, the ground gets wet, present simple. Both of these statements reflect the universal truths. So, and notice how the result always follows the condition without change. So it's in the present simple. So if you want to try some of your own, here's a challenge. Think of a scientific fact and formulate it using the zero conditional. Write it in the comments. So let's move on. So next we have the first conditional. So we use the first conditional to talk about real possibilities in the future. So this structure is if plus present simple plus will plus the base form of the verb. So for example, if it rains tomorrow, I will take an umbrella. So we have the if, present simple, it rains, so it rains tomorrow, plus a will, so I will, plus a base form of the verb, to take an umbrella. Another example. If you study hard, you will pass the exam. We have the if, the present simple, you study, because you study hard, plus the you will, in this case you will, pass in the base form, the verb, pass the exam. So with the first conditional, we're describing a situation that is possible and likely to happen in the future. Remember, you can also use other modal verbs instead of will, like might or could. So for example, if I get the job, I might move house. Okay? So everything else is the same except for might. If, present simple, might, infinitive form of the verb. So now let's talk about the second conditional. So we use this for unreal or hypothetical situations, often in the present or future. And its structure looks like this. First, like before, we have the if, but this time we have the past simple plus would, and then the base form of the verb. So for instance, so if I won the lottery, I would travel around the world. So if, the past of win is won. So if I won the lottery, then I would travel is the base form around the world. And another example, if she were taller, she would play basketball. If the past simple, would, the base form. So here, in these two examples, we're imagining that the scenarios aren't true, or the events that are unlikely to happen. So notice the use of were here instead of was, with I or he, she. So this is a common way to say this in English. However, it's was is often used in informal contexts. Feel free to share your own hypothetical situations in the comments, and let's see how creative you can get. Now, last but not least, we have the third conditional, and this one is used for talking about situations that didn't happen in the past and their imagined results. So if something were to have happened in the past, how would it have played out? What would the result have been? The structure of this is if, just like before, plus the past perfect this time, plus would have, if past perfect, would have, and then past participle. So some examples. If I had studied harder, I would have passed the exam. If I had studied harder, I would have passed the exam. Here we have the if in the past perfect. I had studied. Yeah, so I had studied harder plus I would have, and the past participle passed. Okay, so if I had studied harder, I would have passed the exam. And another example. So if they had left earlier, they would have caught the train. So the third conditional often evokes a sense of regret or reflection on what could have been. So it's a way to express those what if scenarios. What if I'd have done something different? So to recap what we've covered, the zero conditional is for universal truths. The first conditional is for real future possibilities. The second conditional is for hypothetical situations for the present or future. The third conditional is for situations that didn't happen in the past, or the what if scenarios. So practice makes perfect. So try constructing your own sentences for each conditional in the comments below, and I would love to see what you come up with. So thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, then don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.